Hello, and a very warm welcome to my channel. This afternoon, we give you a news update. How William and Catherine correct mistakes from Harry and Meghan's sabotage in Canada. Meghan Markle and Prince Harry visited Canada recently. It did not end well. When Prince Harry and Meghan Markle announced their intentions to leave the royal family, the impression given was that Vancouver Island was their destination of choice. It made sense. Vancouver Island was described as a highly desirable royal residential area by the Evening Standard. It seems like a perfect place to settle and raise a family, especially for a couple claiming to want out of the media spotlight. The only problem is, Meghan Markle and Prince Harry didn't want out of the spotlight. Attention from the media is oxygen to this couple. It wasn't long before everyone realized that Vancouver Island in Canada was nothing more than a pit stop on the way to where the couple really wanted to settle, Los Angeles. That relaxing backwater where harassment from the media and paparazzi rarely happens. It's fair to say that Canada has been stung by British royalty of late. The relationship is slightly battered, but Prince William and Kate Middleton are stepping up to try and make things right again. The Duke and Duchess of Cambridge celebrated Canada Day recently by speaking via video call to frontline workers. In the call, they asked about the challenges the staff faced at the Fraser House Surrey Memorial Hospital in British Columbia. Speaking to staff at the hospital from their home in the UK, Duchess Kate commented, "It's an amazing role that you're playing and a hugely tough one as well. So we're in huge admiration for everything you're doing." Prince William was also eager to show his appreciation for the job the staff was doing. He said, "I just wanted to touch base and say how proud we are of all of you and everyone on the front line who have led the way, very stoically, very bravely, and put patient care right at the top of the list, and done a fantastic job. So well done to all of you, and I hope Catherine and I can come and visit you guys one day and say that to you in person." The last sentence is vital for me, especially considering Canada's recent experience with British royalty. Canada is a country that holds a special place in Prince William and Kate Middleton's hearts. Back in 2011, it was the first royal tour for William and Kate as a married couple, and it's also where they toured for the first time with Prince George and Princess Charlotte. With many Canadians questioning the need for a British monarch as head of state, Prince Harry and Meghan Markle ditching Vancouver Island for Los Angeles while sticking Canadian authorities with their security bill isn't doing much to improve relations. Prince William and Kate Middleton are going to have to make amends on behalf of the royal family once the lockdown eases and royal tours are once again on the agenda. Let's hope that Canadians are forgiving enough to see beyond being used as a stepping stone by Prince Harry and Meghan Markle. But Meghan has been churning out non-stop news for weeks, and Harry has been on videos, as has Meghan. The news claims there is another lawsuit over privacy issues with pics of Archie in Canada. Meghan is writing a book, and Harry and Meghan are learning about Black Lives Matter. The couple is preparing Archewell to produce television shows and movies. Meghan and Harry have just closed down Sussex Royal, the charity, not the website or Instagram. They fired the solicitors the royal family uses and hired another law firm for some reason. They are house hunting, raising Archie, ghosting Jessica Maroney, and whining about Princess Beatrice and Princess Eugenie. In other words, this relative has no clue about the frenetic activity with which Meghan has surrounded herself. But since this is Meghan being discussed in the article, and I have read many accounts declaring how much closer Prince William has become with Harry lately, and even though Meghan has disparaged many royals, as in she didn't feel protected by the family when she was pregnant, I think Meghan wants the public to believe Prince William is worried and concerned. Another royal relative who could be conceivably concerned would be Prince Charles. However, those in the know who understand how devastated the royals have felt over the claims made and continuing to be made about them know no royal is worried about Meghan being quiet. So the plausible answer is Doria Ragland, since Meghan has no other relatives with whom she speaks. Not her dad, nor her siblings, not Dora's side of the family, or anyone on Thomas Markle's side either. The royals have closed ranks and have essentially had to ignore, when they can, the terrible things Harry and Meghan have said about them. Doria, Meghan's mom, currently is supposed to be living with Harry, Meghan, and Archie, so it must be her. The problem with this narrative is it is complete fiction. Meghan has never been depressed or worried in her life, so why start now, almost 40 years into it? Meghan is known for her tenacity and toughness and her unflagging optimism. Harry might be the one battling worry and depression, but I just read about how completely happy Meghan is to be home in Los Angeles. Meghan isn't merely back in the US, she is in her hometown. I've heard she is in touch with old friends and enjoying her days playing with Archie and writing her book. Well, see above for a list of some of her activities. But Meghan is happy again, now that her ordeal in the UK is over and she has escaped the toxic royals in their country. So, why would anyone make up a story about Meg's falling quiet? All I've read about is happiness and non-stop activity and swimming, visiting charities, and so much more. Meghan has not been quiet. Meghan is happy. When no news comes out for 3 weeks about either Meghan or Harry, then I might believe Meghan is a bit worried about the devastation she has left behind her in the UK and the royal family. But I don't think Meghan looks back. I don't think Meghan says she is sorry. Give it 2 days and the next story will be a happy one. Meanwhile, discuss other hot news. How does the arrest of Ghislaine Maxwell affect Prince Andrew? Should the royal family be worried? I think a lot of powerful people are quaking in the beds tonight, and Ghislaine Maxwell had better have the best protection of anyone on the planet right now. No suicides, no, not even from the massively powerful Clintons. Sorry, but they are troubled too, and someone got to Epstein. This woman needs 50 cameras on her at all times, with another 15 officers watching her with no discussion allowed. Just watch. No more suicides. We won't believe it. Apparently, many powerful, wealthy people have disgusting tastes. No, not discerning, unless paying for the privilege of taking one's virginity is discerning. I find it repulsive, but who knew how many wealthy deviants exist among the world's rich and powerful? As to the royals, I sincerely think they do not want to protect Andrew anymore. If he had sex with an underage girl on several occasions, then the man must be indicted. Sorry, but I think even the Queen knows he cannot hide behind Mama's skirts any longer. As horrible as it must be to have a sexual deviant for a child, parents deal with it when their children are tried for crimes. Frankly, so many good parents must watch helplessly while their rotten kids, even 56-year-old kids, are sent to prison. I haven't tried Andrew, but his supreme insouciance should never have been on display. Maybe Andrew is innocent, but it doesn't look good when he was close friends with Epstein. I think Prince Charles and Prince William would be glad to have him gone to face the music if Andrew did what he stands accused of. Sex with a 17-year-old 3 times, and she was Epstein's sex slave, when Andrew was clearly an adult. If Maxwell lives to tell her tale, then yes, I imagine Andrew will be extradited to the United States as a person of interest. Even royals are given appropriate legal representation. Yes, I think this is tough on the Queen and Prince Philip. I don't think they want to see this happen, but it is what it is. As for all the other royals, well, not the princesses, Beatrice and Eugenie, because he is their father. And I can't imagine how they feel about this. So disgusted and yet torn. But all the others are likely hoping for a resolution. Andrew and his sexual antics are not enough to doom the monarchy, but a protected Andrew just might. So Andrew will be extradited if Maxwell names him. I'll jump to it if Andrew is found guilty of having forced sex with Virginia Roberts Giuffre. The royals will be glad to have him gone, and the dark cloud that has hung over them will finally be gone. I seriously think many of the younger royals are creeped out by Andrew, and wouldn't mind if he were gone. I sincerely hope Prince Charles and Prince William are brought in to call the tough shots regarding Andrew. It's simply too much for Queen Elizabeth. It has to be awful. Too many crazy things are happening to the royals, from Andrew's looming Epstein issues to the Sussexes becoming political royals, running through money, and someone younger needs to stay on top of these problems. First up, let's see all the rich and powerful Ghislaine Maxwell names in sort of a plea bargain. I hope she's alive and not harmed by those powerful someones trying to access her and suicide her. The young victim deserves justice, and I hope it arrives. And do you? What do you think about this news? Please let me know in the comment section and we can discuss it together. Remember to like and share my video for anyone you think also needs it. And subscribe to my channel to get more news from Meghan, Harry, and the royal family members by our team. Now, thank you for watching.
Filth is expanding landfills from the hands of the couple Meghan and Harry. They are mocking the royal family. Meghan likes to fight with the public as well as the press, and their titles are probably true. Hard to perfect it. When Meghan was so stubborn,